Good evening and welcome to the 2019-20 Academic Honors Convocation of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. Distinguished members of the LAS family, please welcome Dean Guillermo Vasquez de Velasco.
Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to this celebration of excellence. This is my favorite event of the whole academic calendar. We have always gathered at the St. Vincent de Paul Parish Church for this event, and our hope is that the images you just saw at the beginning of the presentation will communicate a little bit of the pomp and circumstance that this event deserves. In my welcome remarks, I'm going to make two statements that I believe to be truth. The first one is that DePaul students are exceptional among college students. So, how's that? In general, society expectations are that in high school, we provide awareness to our students, awareness of the world around us. It is only later in college that we provide understanding of that world. And that's usually where it ends. And we believe that it is later when we move into what we call the real world that we become actionable. That's not the case at DePaul, because at DePaul, we are actively engaged. We are experiential. Because, as you probably heard, at DePaul, here we do. The other statement that I believe is absolutely truth is that among DePaul students, you out there, our honorees, are exceptional. Fulfilling expectations is not enough for you. It is your second nature to go above and beyond. As we call your names today, establish that awareness. Please do. And acknowledge what that means. Make the commitment to continue to be exceptional. Because at DePaul, that's what we do. Again, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And now, to provide today's invocation, it is my pleasure to introduce our pastor of the St. Vincent de Paul Parish, Reverend Jeremy Dixon.
Let us pray. O Creator God, we give you thanks today for the many blessings and gifts you have given to us. We thank you today for all the students who are honored today and their families. They have persevered in these challenging times to be successful and grow in knowledge and wisdom. We especially thank you for our graduating class of 2020. May you continue to be with them as they leave DePaul and enter into our uncertain world. We thank you for the professors and staff who have worked with these students, and thank you for their dedication. We thank you for helping all of us to grow in wisdom by our learning and study of the liberal arts and social sciences. Help us to put this wisdom into practice in the world. Help us to use our knowledge to make our world what you intended it to be. Help us to continue to put into practice the mission of St. Vincent de Paul and St. Louise de Marillac to love and serve people in need. Help us, O God, to seek to reshape the world in your image. Help us to be messengers and agents of peace and justice, integrity and hope. Above all, help us to truly love all of our sisters and brothers and never forget the names, faces, and stories of the poor in our midst. At this time, we pray also for those who continue to struggle with the current pandemic, for those who have lost jobs and homes, for those who have died in their families and friends, for all those who live with anxiety and despair. Be with all of us and help us to recognize your loving presence among us. We ask, O God of love, to bless all of us who gather today to celebrate the academic achievements of these students. Bless us as we seek to continue to grow in wisdom and knowledge and love. We ask all of this in your most holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Dixon, and hello, everyone. My name is Margaret Story. I'm Professor of History and Associate Dean of the College. It is my distinct honor to introduce your keynote speaker this evening, Dr. Chris Tires. Dr. Tires is Associate Professor of Religious Studies and the Director of DePaul Center for Religion, Culture, and Community. He's been teaching at DePaul since 2007 and is actively involved in the Department of Latin American and Latino Studies, the Grace School for Applied Diplomacy, and the Stain Center for Community-Based Service Learning. Dr. Cherez was born and raised in El Paso, Texas, a border town that is directly adjacent to Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. His commitment to border issues and social justice has carried over into his research, as well as his ongoing collaborations with the Chicago-based organization Interfaith Community for Detained Immigrants. Dr. Cherez earned his undergraduate degree from Princeton and his graduate degree from Harvard. He's published in a wide variety of fields, including religious studies, theology, philosophy, and education. In 2019, he was awarded DePaul's Excellence in Teaching Award. He and his wife are the proud parents of 3 children, ages 17, 15, and 10. Welcome, Dr. Cherez.
Thank you, Dr. Story. Greetings, DePaul students, parents, families, faculty, and staff. As unusual as it is to be doing all of this virtually, it is my great honor to share this special moment with you. Let me first begin by saying that I hope all of you are safe, secure, and healthy. For those of you or your loved ones who are battling sickness or uncertainty, please know that you are not alone. The entire DePaul community is with you, and we are keeping you and your loved ones in our thoughts and prayers. Today, it is my honor, if not my express duty, to tell you students the following. I congratulate you on your significant accomplishments. But as college has surely taught you, even a simple statement like this shouldn't necessarily be taken at face value. Allow me then to unpack this statement a little, adding some important details. First of all, when I say I congratulate you, what I really mean is that everyone at DePaul congratulates you, especially your teachers. The great Brazilian educator, Paulo Freire, notes that teachers are themselves taught when they are in dialogue with their students. Or, as the Buddhist proverb goes, when the student is ready, the master appears. Which is to say, our job as teachers would be impossible without the readiness and hard work of our students. As such, there's perhaps nothing more gratifying for a teacher than to see students who not only meet our high expectations, but indeed exceed them. And you all are these kinds of students. At DePaul, you have honored us with your discipline and drive, with your creative thinking and your thoughtful contributions in the classroom. And today, it is our turn to honor you. Second, when I say that we all congratulate you on your significant accomplishments, what I really mean to say is that we congratulate you, your parents, your families, and the wider communities who have supported you since your early years. Now, no doubt, every time you took an exam or wrote a paper or turned in a problem set, it was you who had to put in the hard work. But at the same time, we would be foolish if we didn't acknowledge that all of our individual accomplishments are always a reflection of the love and care that others imparted to us. So if you're sitting next to your parents or siblings or roommates or partner, don't hesitate to show them some love. After all, there is no me without a prior we. Last but not least, when I say that we congratulate you on your significant accomplishments, what I really mean to say is that we also value the way you have faced challenges and setbacks, and yes, even occasional failures. Because without these things, one cannot truly grow. To illustrate what I mean here, I'd like to share a little story. I first discovered it more than 10 years ago when reading bedtime stories to my children. And it's a story that I still think about often. The story comes from a book called Zen Shorts by John Muth. And I share it because I think it has a lot to teach us, especially in this paradoxical moment of celebration and mourning. We celebrate your academic accomplishments, yet we simultaneously mourn the fact that we cannot celebrate together in person because of the dangers of a global pandemic. As some of you may already know, Zen Shorts is about 3 children, Michael, Carl, and Addie, who discover a remarkably enlightened giant panda in their backyard. The panda's name is Stillwater, and to each of the children, Stillwater imparts bits of wisdom through his short stories. These stories, incidentally, have roots in the tradition of Zen Buddhism, and the story I'm about to share with you is often also attributed to Taoism. So here's the story that Stillwater, the panda, tells Michael, one of the 3 children. There once was an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One day, his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbors came to visit. "Such bad luck," they said sympathetically. "Maybe," the farmer replied. The next morning, the horse returned, bringing with it 2 other wild horses. "Such good luck," the neighbors exclaimed. "Maybe," replied the farmer. The following day, his son tried to ride one of the untamed horses, was thrown off, and broke his leg. Again, the neighbors came to offer their sympathy on his misfortune. "Such bad luck," they said. "Maybe," answered the farmer. The day after that, military officials came to the village to draft young men into the army to fight in a war. Seeing that the son's leg was broken, they passed him by. "Such good luck," cried the neighbors. "Maybe," said the farmer. "I get it," said Michael to Stillwater. "Maybe good luck and bad luck are all mixed up. You never know what will happen next." "Yes," Stillwater agreed. "You never know." There are multiple ways that we could interpret this story. One way might be to ponder the nature of good and bad luck as cosmic forces within the universe. Such an interpretation, however, is inevitably slippery because, as Stillwater suggests, these things are hard to know. So rather than focus on good luck or bad luck, we could instead look at the story from the perspective of the farmer. When confronted with questions of destiny and fate, the farmer remains humble and fallibilistic. He knows that there is only so much he can control, but he also knows that what he can control is his outlook on the world, and he chooses to see the world in ever new and possible ways. This story invites us to approach the world as the farmer does. we have all hit a momentous and frightening and uncertain moment in our lives because of COVID-19. And for you students, this new reality may feel especially disconcerting, given that your schooling and friendships have all gone virtual. You may have taken on extra responsibilities at home, caring for loved ones, and life after college may look quite hazy given the ups and downs of our current economy. But as insurmountable as these things may seem in the present moment, we can, like the farmer, choose to see and interact with the world in thoughtful and broad-minded ways. In the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, you have clearly honed your intellectual skills, and you have acquired special forms of knowledge. But these are hallmarks of any good education. At DePaul, I'd venture to say that you have also learned a thing or two about wisdom, which runs much deeper than the ability to master a specific discipline or body of knowledge. At DePaul, you have no doubt learned about wisdom because you have learned to put yourself in other people's shoes. You have learned to appreciate how all living things are interconnected and interdependent. And you have learned how to open your hearts to the pain and suffering of others. Not surprisingly, these are the same types of qualities that a certain young Vincent de Paul possessed when he sat at the bedside of a dying peasant. On first view, this was clearly an encounter of hardship and suffering. But as is well known, this event simultaneously marked an important step in Vincent's own transformation and larger sense of calling. And the beautiful thing is, you possess similar qualities of mind and spirit. You have everything it takes to embrace the world wisely. Big challenges in life will come and go, and new challenges and opportunities will naturally take their place. So as you face these inevitabilities, never forget that you have tremendous powers, both of mind and spirit, and that you have all the gifts you need to walk in the path of wisdom.
I'm Pete Vandenberg, Executive Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences. It's my great pleasure to introduce you to tonight's honorees. Faculty in each major and freestanding minor program in LAS may select one student as Outstanding Senior. The 2019-20 Outstanding Seniors in LAS. Layla Gay, African and Black Diaspora Studies. Michaela J. Milligan, Anthropology. Adam Beaver, Architecture and Urbanism. Haley S. Sullivan, Art, BA. Ilana M. Blattner, Catholic Studies. Michaela J. Milligan, Chinese Studies. Dwight F. Brew, Criminology. Jenna L. Gonzalez, Economics. Susanna C. Cardenas Soto, English. Cora J. Kinney, French, Modern Languages. Fern A. Weber, German, Modern Languages. Ross I. Nelson, Global Asian Studies. Graham E. Evanson, History. Caroline G. Rowe, History of Art and Architecture. Mary Kate Schneider, International Studies. Leslie Sagastume, Italian, Modern Languages. Anna S. Marcus, Japanese Studies. Jaime Gonzalez, Latin American and Latino Studies. Nora A. Drew, Peace, Justice, and Conflict Studies. Anna Rizvik, Political Science. M. Katzman, Women's and Gender Studies. Adriana J. Yokelson, Writing, Rhetoric, and Discourse. The College Awards. The Bernadine Petrasic Memorial Endowed Scholarship. Alyssa M. Sklar. The College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences Endowed Scholarship. Susanna C. Cardenas Soto. Wesley P. Janicki. Katrina Fidd. Jade E. Ryerson. The Howard V. Phelan World Book Incorporated Endowed Scholarship. Morgan Cale Ackerman. The Julio Padilla Memorial Endowed Scholarship. Priscilla Chavez. The Mr. and Mrs. Michael L. Kaiser Endowed Scholarship. Winante R. Charles. The OC Family Foundation Endowed Scholarship. Amber Davis. The Departmental and Program Awards. The American Studies Award, the Richard de Cordova Memorial Endowed Fund. Ryan Ziancina. The Catholic Studies Award, the Reverend Lawrence Coyne Prendergast Memorial Endowed Scholarship. Bridget Harris. The English Awards, the Ellen M. Kelly PhD Endowed British Literature Award. Madison Doppelt. The Honors Literature Endowed Scholarship. Sarah Shaheen. The Mary Zavada Endowed Scholarship. Riley McLaughlin. Imama Kawaja. The Geography Awards, the Betty Leahy Memorial Academic Scholarship. Kevin Stock. Tyler Bogarts Brown. The DePaul Geographical Society Scholarship. Annalisa Sedlacek. The Judith Renier Getch Endowed Award. Alyssa M. Sklar. The International Studies Award, the Thede International Studies Scholarship. Wesley P. Janicki. Raymond Preston. Hayden N. Smith. The Peace, Justice, and Conflict Studies Award, the PJC Leadership Scholarship. Ilse Arciniega, Liam Kemi, Hope Roosevelt, Grace Siegelman. The Religious Studies Award, the Religious Studies Endowment in honor of Reverend Bruce Vaughter, CM. Hannah Hyman. The Sociology Award, the Sociology Endowed Scholarship, Garrett S. Riley. Women's and Gender Studies, the Professor Ballinger Endowed Scholarship in Women's Studies, Zane Humphrey Taylor, Kate Zucker. The Dean's Award for Scholastic Excellence, Once again, Dean Guillermo Vasquez de Velasco.
Thank you, Pete. In closing this wonderful event, please join me to congratulate our students once more. I know I speak for all our faculty, staff, and administrators when I acknowledge the understanding that your success is also our success. So please, let me thank all our faculty, staff, and administrators as they have gone above and beyond. You know who they are. Send them a tweet, or even better, a long and heartfelt email. Also, I want to thank the families and friends of our students. We are very aware of the critical function that you play in the success of our students, and we are forever grateful. I'm sure you will continue to support them. Last but not least, we know that events like this don't just happen because someone pulled out a magic wand and waved it. A lot of work and effort has gone into making this happen. So please join me in gratitude to Cristina Rodriguez, our website and social media administrator, to Erica Godfrey, our assistant to associate deans, and Abby Rami, our student in the dean's office. The slides that will follow my closing remarks include the names of students recipients of the Dean's Award for Scholarship as Excellence, beginning with our seniors, the class of 2020, and concluding with our newest honorees, first-year students of the class of 2023. But before that happens, let me take a minute to address our graduating seniors. Now, as you move into your next project in life, please keep in mind that DePaul and the LAS family will always be here for you. Please stay in touch. Please come back and share on your successes and continue to learn with us. We hope that maybe in time, you may become double demons. As Mitch Goldberg, our chairman of our external advisory board, would say, and he holds more than 1 degree from DePaul, it is a DePaul thing. We are perpetual learners, and this is just the beginning. So again, congratulations to all our students, and may the wisdom of the liberal arts and social sciences be always with you.